Okay. This is the very, very beginning of a scene from True Blood. I picked this scene in particular because I think it's funny. But there's a lot of different style elements that the people use in this film, in this particular scene. The mise-en-scène is the spatial organization of the film, what to shoot and how to shoot it. So they've chosen to shoot this particular scene in Merlotte's, which is the bar. How the film frame is used, or the structure of the shot. It's a lot of up close, and we'll talk about that in a second. The screen ratio is the ratio between the height of the projected image and its width, which changed over history. The screen frame is if the space beyond the screen frame is important, it has an open frame. Horror films, like things that are out there that the viewer does not see, if what is beyond the frame is unimportant, it's closed. So for this particular scene, it's closed. What's happening elsewhere in the bar is not important to the scene. The screen planes. The frame planes, how the forms are distributed across the screen. A lot of it's a lot of up close of Lafayette. This is Arlene. Now Arlene takes up the frame.
Excuse me. Who ordered the hamburger with age?
A lot of close-ups on the individual characters since it's an interpersonal conflict. Lafayette, the redneck guy, Lafayette.
The hamburger deluxe come with french fries, lettuce, tomato, mayo.
Redneck guy, both of them together.
Do anybody got a problem with that?
Yeah. I'm an American, and I gotta say it who makes my food.
Oh, baby, it's true.
Okay. The geographical planes are how the forms are distributed in the three-dimensional space. It shows very closely that they're close to each other as they put them in the same frame. This is the guy's head, and there's Lafayette. The background, what's going on back here, is in distance. It's also soft focus because it's not important to the screen, although you can catch people walking back and forth back there. The plane depth is the apparent depth of the images, how they're perceived. Like I said, they're close to each other. Frames can contain multiple images or supercompositions. In this particular scene, there's none of those. The shot distance is how extreme shots, or how the figure in particular is shot. Extreme long shot, full shot, three-quarters, medium, head and shoulders, and close-ups. These are head and shoulder shots, and then there's some face close-ups. And a frequent use of the same shot may invoke a particular feeling about the scene. This is back and forth in close shots to show interpersonal conflict. The focus is of all the frames in the geographical plane or in focus is called the deep focus. This does not have deep focus because you see the background is all very out of focus. Shallow focus is one plane is more in focus. Obviously Lafayette is more in focus. This guy's face is blurry. Or a soft focus. The angle of the shot is important. The angle of approach. The angle of elevation. High angle, eye level, low angle. They stay pretty much lower angle to eye level for this particular. This shot isn't coming from up here or down here. It's coming from straight across. Point of view. The camera may adopt a point of view of a particular character. It sort of tries to do this in the scene by you're looking from his eye level up to Lafayette because Lafayette is standing, but it doesn't exactly take his point of view.
For that. Faggots been breeding your cows, raising your chickens, even brewing your beer long before I walk my sexy ass up in this motherfucker. Everything on your goddamn table got AIDS.
You still ain't making me eat no AIDS burger.
This is a lot of panning angles, which means the camera sort of stays where it is and just pans to the different characters. The camera's not moving up or down any. It's called the tilt when the camera moves across the vertical axis, or a roll when the camera moves across the horizon. A tracking shot follows the line in horizontal, and a crane shot follows the line in vertical. There's not any crane shots in here, it's all tracking. A zoom occurs when the camera is stationary and the figures remain in the same size, but the surrounding sizes change. Now, the montage is the temporal organization of the film, how the shots are presented. What happened before this scene and what happens directly after this scene is sort of the montage as to where the True Blood people decided to put this scene in the show. They can cut or continually cut in, which are shots are edited in order to allow a clear development of the story. So we moved from Lafayette being into the kitchen, to cutting to him coming out of the kitchen, to him walking up to the table, to this confrontation, and then the rest of it.
All you gotta do is say, hold the age. Here. Eat it. Whoa! Bitch, you come in my house, you don't eat my food the way I fucking like it. Do you understand me? Tip your waitress.
Okay. So the cut is connection made between the shots. A jump cut is when two completely unrelated images are spliced together. An unmarked cut is one image ends and the other image starts, or it can fade or dissolve. They use unmarked cuts. The image just sort of follows him throughout the scene. Now the sound is important in this scene. They're in a bar. So there's environmental sounds. There's speech happening. There's a music happening. And they can be, all the sounds can be in or out of the frame. So their talking is sort of in frame, but back here is all the bar noises, and that's out of frame. They can be parallel, which is synchronous with and related to the image. So where it doesn't directly involve them, it sort of adds to the environment. The bar is busy. There's people there. There's lots of noise going on. So yeah, that's it.